session, and here we go. I'm very happy to be part of the Pakistan Dreaming 2023, and this is my second time. And I would like to thank to the sponsors for make Pakistan Dreaming for 2023 successful. I'm Eusuf Daud. Today I will be presenting on 8 secrets for successful financial services cloud implementation. I am CRM Analytics ambassador. I have few certification in both in Salesforce and Mulesoft, and I am working in financial services cloud implementation for last since 2018. So there are few undervalued features of financial services cloud, and which are kind of important, and many companies have found that they have ignored the first few things because and we will try to find out what are the common reasons and what are the benefits of those features. The branch management is often ignored, and the common reason what I found mostly in most of the cases, it is when a customer, and usually the financial services customers are banks or in financial industry, definitely they are overexcited while unpacking the managed package, and due to COVID and due to digitalization of the banks and trying to provide a digital experience to the customers, the branches are often ignored. But the data model of the branch is quite strong, and this branch can be even logical branching, not physical branch of a financial institution. So usually during the implementation, everybody focus on the account, financial account, etc. And these are the common reasons I found. And even in legacy system, often, which is basically the core banking, in most of the cases, there also the branches are not properly organized. The advantage of branch management is it helps the organization to manage resources very branch specific. It can help the users to create very branch specific campaign, and also branch specific customer risk profiling and risk assessment. Also in geolocation based risk management as well. But it helps banker to customer relationship management, and it is also very effective when an organization wants to use the Salesforce scheduler and Einstein relationship insight. While using the branch management, it is better to keep in mind that it is a very strong variable in BI reporting, whether it is Salesforce, CRM Analytics, or any other BI reporting. There is another very strong feature for financial services cloud, which is action plan. And action plan is in a single word, which helps a user to Salesforce user in branch in financial relationship manager or personal banking advisor to do the set of work under the umbrella of a template for specific actions. For example, account onboarding, what are the checklist and other things. So one of the common reasons for not not utilizing properly action plan is it is often the legacy driven system. People often still prefer to follow the checklist based on the Excel or the business process written in some other documents. So action plan uh, basically provides the benefit where the business process can be fully automated in terms of various the banking processes. It could be a new account opening to overdraft or to new financial product incorporation for any customer. Another benefit of action plan is it follows the Salesforce organizational role hierarchy. So the managers or the superiors can get better visibility of their team who is working on particular business process. Another very important feature of action plan is it can be de- deployed on the experience cloud. That means for customer self-service portal type of experience cloud sites, the customers can get the if the action plans are listed, the customer can get a proper automated instruction to perform some action, whether it is opening a case or making a financial transaction. And it, as I mentioned before, it automates the business process, so it is also easy to manage the business process of the through the action plan. And document checklist item, it is another feature of financial services cloud, and reasons are often are underutilized, and the reasons are same as action plan. That it is associated kind of with the action plan, but it is a separate feature we should keep in mind. This document checklist item can be associated with every object, whether it is opportunity or case, and it also supports the custom objects as well. So one example could be that for account or any opportunity qualification, for example, if I want to start invest in any financial product of my bank, so what are the documents I need to provide? That can be listed, and both the banker and the customer they can upload the document, and the system can automatically check whether the document has been provided or not. And it can be associated with the approval process. So the document can be marked as required, and without that required document, the process will not move. Just one important thing, if any one of us want to deploy the document checklist item, it has some limitations, but the limitation is quite big. So the governor limits has to be kept in mind. Related that, Financial Services Cloud also gives the intelligent form reader, another feature of Financial Services Cloud. And the common reason is even in Salesforce sales speech, it is not often mentioned. But the benefit here is it works as not fully like optical character reading or OCR. We can call the latest deployments were based on natural language processing. So that means if a document has been uploaded, and this intelligent form reader can read from the document and autofill or pre-fill any Salesforce object fields. So if I upload my passport, the utilizing intelligent form reader, My passport number and other details can be filled in the account object and respective objects. Important thing to remember for while intelligent form utilizing intelligent form reader, that if Amazon text extract is already been utilized, it is not compatible with that. So if both are there, the object will be pre-filled utilizing intelligent form reader in Salesforce. From Salesforce through API, it can be utilized in other business processing in some other external system. Financial Services Cloud also have a new feature since 2022, which is a business rule engine. And by name, we can understand that here we can define all the business rules in one area for banking or in investment business rules to be followed in the system. It supports on Salesforce flows and Omni Studio, and it is the area where all those what if analyses can be put. So it is kind of the central repository of the business logics for the banking operations, I mean CRM related banking operations. Salesforce Financial Services Cloud also brought a framework. We should not use it a feature, it is rather a framework they have introduced, and it is called Risk Discovery Framework. It is basically where the questionnaires type of thing we can prepare. That means we can, for the KYC process for any account onboarding or a customer onboarding, the questionnaire can vary from financial product to product. For a simple savings account opening form is definitely different than an offshore banking account opening form. Similarly, investment related accounts are having different KYC questionnaires. So we utilizing discovery framework, a bank or a financial institute can store all its questionnaire, and it can be associated with various financial product. Utilizing the product object, it can be associated with some other objects, for example case and case related business process. And using Omni process, it will populate the questionnaire, and it will also collect the feedback. And those feedbacks, that means response to the questionnaires, questions. And based on that, it will store the data, and it can also process the data. For example, a customer wants to open a case for some for some issue with their bank account, but depending on the by filling up these questions, the appropriate case can be automatically opened and assigned to appropriate case management queue, because different products are often served by different different teams. So in a nutshell, this framework helps the FSC users to store all their questions related to KYC, or it can be utilized even for service, and how those and analyze data for the future. And discovery framework can be deployed in multiple channels, and it also keeps the traceability of end-to-end, which is often a regulatory requirement by many countries. Just to keep in mind, it has its own version control system, and geolocation and few other things are not yet still supported. For example, if the question is a user is interacting through his mobile device, he will not be able to share the geolocation in the forms generated by this discovery framework. Another FSC feature is intelligent document automation for consent and disclosure. Consent is a very primary or the core area in any online operations these days. And in many countries, especially Europe, America, I would say right now in all the countries globally, this consent management is one of the basic requirement for any online activities, whether it is an e-commerce shop to even email service provider. In financial industry, it is one of the core regulatory requirement. And Salesforce Financial Service Cloud, with this intelligent document automation for consent and disclosure, it has the entire process to capture the consent, manage the consent, and based on the consent collected or the consent data, even the data sharing and visibility can be controlled. For example, if a financial institute is offering both insurance and banking service, and if a customer is having both insurance product and banking product, he might have given consent not to utilize his insurance data in for banking purpose or banking data for insurance purpose. So rather than managing all these things manually, it comes right now as part of the Financial Services Cloud, and so it makes life a lot easier. Even for Marketing Cloud integration, this constant data can be key even for marketing campaign design and the marketing activities. So that means I want to mean that it is part of the ecosystem of the Salesforce Financial Services Cloud rather than a standalone feature. And I repeat, anything related to consent can be managed utilizing this feature. One of the other interesting feature is interest tags. That means, and it is mostly used for lead process or market information process. For example, if when a banker is discussing something with his customer, they can capture a various point of interest of that customer during the conversation, and they can save it. So rather than using it in some other system or using pen and paper to take notes, so the relationship managers can capture those interest in the Salesforce, and it can be associated with the account or contact or financial account object. So in future, for future interaction with customer, the relationship manager or the banker can be more informed. And these interest tags helps in future lead generation. It can be by analyzing these interest tags, bank or financial institute can even evaluate interest in the market demand and what they are offering. That means new product development or a lot of product innovation ideas can be generated if the interest tag is utilized properly. It also helps the Salesforce Einstein relationship insight to perform better. That means if Einstein relationship is enabled and Einstein platform is being used, by capturing this interest tag data, Salesforce Einstein can automatically suggest a lot of actionable items to the bankers to manage the customer better. And one other important thing of this interest tag is that through AMP script, it can be the data can be exchanged with the marketing cloud. That means when a marketing cloud is running a campaign, and it can define the campaign groups based on one or multiple in interest groups of their existing customers. So that's all for now. I would be happy to take questions.
So you can ask. Here we have a question.
Hello, you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I have a question regarding the financial services cloud that it feels like it's mostly dependent on the external systems, like the core banking systems. Is there any specific use case where it shines as a standalone system? Or is it always going to be a dependent for customer data or for other source banking systems to work or be integrated with it?
Okay, very interesting question, and it is very commonly asked. Salesforce Financial Services Cloud is aimed for customer relationship management for financial industry, and it is not a core banking system. Okay, so yes, in most of the cases, it will have in dependency or integration on the core banking software. But it is also true that in few cases, it can be act as the master. For example, customer data and anything related to the customer information apart from banking transaction. There, the data can be mastered in Salesforce. Another example is in few business cases, for example, uh, insurance products and claim management. Salesforce Financial Services Cloud can be can work independently, but if the entire business process is implemented in Salesforce. And in Financial Services Cloud, the insurance module or insurance area is quite strong, so it can be managed. And I have personally seen at least, for example, car insurance and other things. It is managed entirely in Financial Services Cloud. So yes, there are, in most of the cases, it will have dependency with some other system, and mostly core banking or policy administration system in terms of insurance. But in some cases, it can be it can be independent. I hope, I assume that was the only question from the audience. The difference between financial services cloud and Nginx is, well, it is similar to, it is also it is also a CRM solution, but Salesforce Financial Service Cloud has more areas uh, to cover in for financial services in industry. And moreover, there are few interesting features. For example, account relationship management, contact relationship management is lot easier, and in many experts' opinion, with better interface in financial services cloud. And if we think of the customer relationship perspective for a banker, it is most important getting the right information in the right time, or during the conversation with their business prospects. So FSC's feature is lot matured than not lot matured. It covers a lot wider area than Nginx does. And yes, Nginx is also good, and it is also available as a plugin for a financial services cloud. One example, sorry, just as a continuation, one example can be that for BI reporting, FSC can provide a lot more data and with better accuracy than other systems like Nginx. Okay, thank you, everyone. I think I have past my time. Thanks for your participation. I'll be hanging around. If anybody has any further question, please feel free to type it to me. Thank you.